welcome to yoga. Thanks for coming. All right, you can stay right where you are. I'm going to talk about it. Okay, so our practice today is going to be joyful movement, and think about sort of organic movement, you know how we talk about just moving the way your body feels right. And so instead of getting all caught up in the way the pose looks and things like that, we're going to have a more playful attitude about it today. So anyway, and also when I teach at the preschool, when I did teach yoga at the preschool with the little kids, they are so playful. You know, kids have their attitude. Yoga, they don't care about Warrior 2 or whatever, but they make the poses fun. So we're going to try a little bit of that today too. Maybe be a little silly. But we are going to begin our practice standing up. So that's a different thing. And you might want to have a chair, but you can always get it if you need it. Otherwise, no props will be necessary except what you like to have. So we're going to do our centering, standing up. So just find a mountain pose. So don't, have good posture, nice standing up, but not over efforting. If it's okay for your balance, you can close your eyes. Otherwise, you can just kind of have a soft gaze down at the floor at something that's not moving. So scan your body here. So just be comfortable, and just like we do in lying down or seated usually, just come inside, bring your awareness inside, and check it out. So I would say in this posture, maybe even a little bit of movement. So maybe moving fingers, toes, gently swaying. Just see how your physical body is today. If you're aware of any tender places, tight places, just check in there. No judgment, just see where you are right here, right now. Inside. Make sure your jaw is relaxed. Relax anything that can relax. Let your shoulders come down from the ears. Just gently move. Okay, and then also check in here with your energy level, your emotions, anything you're brought in with you. Just notice, no judgment. And then your state of mind. See if you can just tune into a playful state of mind. Just have a playful approach to practice today. Joyful. And then we're going to do a pranayama in 2 parts. So the first part is going to be that 3-stage breath. So just it's breathing into your abdomen first, little pause, then breathing up through your rib cage, little pause, and then all the way up. That is so 3 steps. So let's just practice that for a minute. So inhale 1/3, pause, inhale 2/3, pause, inhale all the way, pause, exhale through your mouth. So just do that a few more times. The exhale is just one smooth exhale. Okay, now we're going to use that same breathing, 3 steps with a pause between and a long exhale, and we're going to have arm movements with it. This is joyful breath. So inhale 1/3, we'll just practice. This will be kind of a practice round. So inhale 1/3, arms up, palms in. Inhale 2/3, inhale all the way. And then exhale, bend your knees, arms come back on the exhale. Okay, then inhale up. Okay. So now we'll just do it, and you will be at different paces maybe, but so. Couple more. Last one. Okay, so stay down here in a forward fold, knees bent a little or a lot. And just bring your belly in and up. Let the weight of your upper body lengthen out your back. And then bring your hands to your shins, come up halfway, lengthen out. Exhale, fold back down. And this time, inhale, come all the way up, arms up and down. And then come back into mountain pose, eyes closed. If you can have the balance or just soft gaze. And just feel that energy. Now, as you're standing here, let the corners of your mouth go up a little bit, a little smile, not a grin. Just let the corners of your mouth lift and notice how that feels. Take a few more slow breaths. Okay, and then we're going to come down to all fours. So, front edge of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, deep knee bend. Put your hands down on the mat. Step back into down dog. And then lower your knees to the mat, so come to all fours. And we're going to do some cat-cow, so make your set, you know the drill here. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Start with a flat back. So as we move through cat-cow, so start on an exhale, round your back into cat, tuck your tailbone, let your head fall. And here's where you could be playful with this, like the kids are. And you could hiss like a cat, or just think of yourself as a cat. And then inhale, come into cow pose, heavy like a cow, belly hanging down. Just cow, think of a cow, they're just big, heavy animals standing in the field. And just move back and forth a few times, cat, cow. With a little playful attitude, maybe thinking about those animals, thinking how it would feel to be a cat or a cow. And moving with your breath. Slow, flowing breath. That's another way to feel joy, is to match body with breath, movement with breath, so it's just moving together, feels good. Okay, then the next time you come to an exhale, let your hips come all the way back on your heels into child's pose. Keep your arms out in front. And just take a breath in the center first. Inhale, exhale, sink down. And then on the next inhale, raise up a little bit, walk both hands over to the left. Head between your arms. Sink down, feel the stretch up your right side of your body. Take a few breaths here, extended child's pose. Inhale, fill up with the air, exhale. See if you can relax, soften. One more breath. Then inhale, walk your hands back to center. Exhale down here, but not to stay. And then inhale, come up a little bit, walk your hands over to the right. Keep your hands shoulder width apart and try to keep your head toward the middle. Inhale, right into that left side. Create space and exhale, soften. Couple more breaths. And then inhale, come back to center. And come up onto your knees. You can have a blanket under your knees if you want. Standing on your knees. This is going to be like an abbreviated, it's somewhat similar to the joyful breath. So inhale your arms up. Exhale, sweep them back. Come back into child's pose, but not to stay. On the exhale, inhale up. Reach up. Exhale, swoop down. Inhale, lift up, rise, reach, fingers spread. Exhale, back down. 2 more times. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Last time. And this time, keep your arms behind you. Child's pose, you can try wide leg if you like that or want to try it. So just come in, we're going to just rest here for a few breaths. Feeling the breath fill up the back body. Back heart, breathe into the back heart. And keeping on the exhale, just sink down. Use any support under your head or between your thighs and calves. Modify if you need to. And then inhale back up to all fours. And tuck your toes, bring your hips up, back, and keep your knees bent. So here's another place where the kids were very playful with their downward dog. So you can walk the dog, that means that's pedaling your feet. You can wag your tail, that's what they like to do. So just bring some fun into this pose. Remembering to keep your fingers spread, pressing down into the ball mounts of the fingers. You might try gradually straightening your legs a little bit, keeping your tailbone lifted. Shake your head yes and no. And then inhale your knees to the mat. And
We'll do one round of earth salutations. So inhale with a flat back and tabletop. Lengthen through the crown of your head, out through your tailbone. Exhale, round your back, tuck, and come back to child's pose. On the exhale, flow here. Inhale back to tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift up into down dog. Press down through your heels. We'll do one more. Inhale back to all fours, flat back. Exhale, child's pose, just moving slowly with your breath, flowing. Smooth. Inhale back to all fours, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. And then look up between your hands and walk your feet up, coming into a standing forward bend. Knees bend a little or a lot. Put your hands on your shins, come up half lift, lengthen out. Exhale, fold. And then on an inhale, press into your feet, lengthen out and up. And palms touch and come to your heart center. And we'll come into mountain. So line everything up, spread your feet, get a nice toes, get a nice broad base on your feet, all the four corners. Press down, let the energy bound up from the earth. Take a little lift in your hip points, shoulders up, back down, open your chest, turn your hands face out, spread your fingers, activate your arms, shoulders down from the ears, and lift up from the crown of your head. And then let go of any gripping. Just feel the energy that you've created there with the movement. Come back to a slow, deep, even breath. Close your eyes if you have the balance, or hold on to a chair. And smile. Let the corners of your mouth turn up. Okay, and then we're going to, one more time, do the joyful breaths. So 3, breathe, pause, breathe, pause, breathe, pause, exhale. One more. Okay, and then come back up, stand in mountain. Feel that energy again. Smile again. I looked out, you were smiling. That was good. Okay. Now we're going to do some kind of organic-y movement. So starting with the hips. So bend your knees, hip width apart with your feet. Hands can start at your hips, and then if you want to add other things, you can. So we're going to move the hips like an infinity sign, okay? Everybody know what that is? So out, back, around. So just start moving your hips like that. And just find what feels good. It's kind of like a little dance. If you want to move your arms with your hips, I tried this yesterday. That just kind of helped me get this movement. You can do anything you want. So just do this for a little bit. This is also bringing some juice into the hips and knees. Okay, then slow that down and go the other way. So this takes, for me anyway, some concentration
to make that infinity sign. You don't overthink the infinity sign. You just can move your hips like a hula or anything that feels good. You can bend into it more, make it more. Your body will tell you if it feels good, it is good. Okay, then pause that, and we're gonna do the same thing with our arms. So imagine that you have a ball, like a beach ball, between your arms up overhead, and begin to move that in an infinity sign. If the ball thing doesn't work for you, you can do something else. And again, you can move your hips too, move anything you want. Do it. Yeah, oh, I like it. You can go in front of you. I see you doing different things. That's great. Just move slowly, organically. Okay, then pause and go the other way. Your gaze can follow your hands. So just play with this a little bit. Try some different things. Modify any way you want. Okay, then pause. Your hands come down. Now just, what do you feel like doing? You want to shake everything out. You want to move your shoulders. As you become used to listening to your body will tell you what it needs and wants and likes. Okay, so now turn and face the long edge of your mat. Just feet wider than hip width, not super wide, something that's comfortable. And toes point straight ahead. Inhale, lift your arms out to the side. Fingers are spread. And so sometimes this is called triangle pose, and sometimes it's called star pose, so whatever. So lift and spread your toes, and then press down into the mat like we do when we're setting up mountain. Spread your fingers and reach out through your fingers so your arms, both arms are activated, and then lengthen up through the crown of your head. So 5 energy directions. Down into the earth with your feet, out to the sides with your arms, and up through the crown of your head. So spine is nice and long. We're rooting down, lifting up, and reaching out. So just take a few breaths here. Always option to close your eyes if you have the balance. Always option to smile. Okay, now we're gonna do some lateral bending. So inhale here with your arms out. Exhale, let your right arm come to the right thigh, left arm over your left ear, side bend to the right. Inhale, back to star pose. Exhale, the other side. Left hand to left thigh, right arm over right ear. Very good. Just keep doing this. Inhale, exhale. See if you can make the movement nice and smooth and flowing. Not forcing anything, just letting your body move. Stretch might be getting a little deeper every time. Okay, the next time you find yourself on the right side, pause there And just take a few breaths on this side. So inhale into your left side body, press down through your left foot, out through your left fingertip, sorry. And on the exhale, maybe your right hand goes a little further down. Keep reaching up and out with your left arm. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the left for a few breaths. Okay, then inhale back up, bring your hands back to your sides and step your feet together because we're gonna go into some warrior poses, but we'll just have the legs together for a while. So just walk your feet out a little bit, shake your hips. Oh, I forgot, we're gonna do some balance first. What happened to my balance? Oh, I skipped the entire balance section. Okay, we're coming back to the balance. All right, so you might want a chair here. So have your feet hip width apart. And we're going to, I'll explain it before we do it. We're going to do some sun breaths, so that's just arms up, exhale, arms down. And then when the arms get to shoulder height, come up on both toes, and then lower down. Okay, so have a chair, a wall, you can go to the wall, whatever you want. So, and balancing is the place where a playful attitude, not too serious, is very helpful, because it's a practice. If you come out on this one, you're not going to fall down. So, you know, if you get wobbly up on your toes, just come down and hold on to a chair. But it really helps to have a playful attitude. All right, so it also helps to have something you're looking at that's not moving. And don't get yourself set up for failure thinking that if your balance isn't really great today, there's something wrong with you. There isn't. Okay, so ready? So inhale, begin to raise your arms up, and then inquire into coming up onto your toes, and then down. So just continue like this with your own practice. You can play around with holding in the raised position. You want to see what that's like. If you're holding on to something, you can see what happens when you let go. Practice is just practice. Remember to breathe. That's why it's good to have the arms moving up on the inhale and down on the exhale. Okay. All right, one more try. Okay, then come down, shake it out. So what? Who cares? Tap yourself on the back, on your bottom. Okay, and then you get to choose a balanced pose. So, no, I was laughing at Jerry, who's yawning. No, there's nothing wrong with it. That just means your body needs some more oxygen. Maybe you should do some light breathing. Okay.
My nose is stuffed up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, okay, so any balance pose, you know, so you could do one-legged balance. Well, the ones we've done are just one leg up, or you could just come onto your toes, one leg, or tree pose, you know, tree pose. I don't know, any kind of a balance pose. You could do the tightrope walking that we were doing before, which is both feet on the ground, but walking. So I'm gonna let you for a minute. Well, actually,
On one foot?
yeah, well, that's not the only way to balance. Any balance you can think of that we did.
Okay, so we're gonna do the other foot then?
What?
We're gonna do the other foot for a minute?
Yeah, oh yes, oh obviously, yes, we always are.
Alright.
So you're like,
A long time.
don't worry, you have time, just no fretting, nobody is judging or even looking, even me. Remember to breathe and have your gaze point. Those are important things. A little bit longer. Okay, then if you're ready, switch sides. You can do something different on the other side. Remember to breathe. Okay, take your time coming out, move any way you need to get rid of any tension you built up there. And now turn and face the long edge of your mat again, feet more than hip width apart. And we're gonna move into dancing warrior. So take your left heel and turn it toward the back edge of the mat and your right toes toward the short edge. Okay, so that's our foundation. Very nice. Bend and straighten your right knee a few times. Find the stance, the spread of your legs that allows your knee to come right over your ankle. Right knee over right ankle. And then turn your shoulders square to the long edge. And inhale your arms out to the side, palms facing down, spread your fingers. So here, both feet pressing down, your spine is coming right up through the middle of your pelvis. And turn to look at the middle finger of your right hand. Okay, so this is warrior 2. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move through 3 warrior poses, taking 2 breaths per pose. I'll talk you through it to give you a chance to move slowly and mindfully. And remember, this is a dance, so it's kind of organic. Move the way you like within the basic idea. So, start with an inhale in warrior 2, and then exhale, move your left hand down, and we'll move, no, I'm sorry. 2 breaths. Let's start again. So inhale here, warrior 2. Inhale, press down, lengthen out, lengthen up. Exhale, soften. Maybe sink down a little bit. And then one more time, inhale, lengthen up and out. Exhale, maybe get a little deeper in the pose. Now this time, on an inhale, turn your right palm up, left palm to your left thigh, side bend over on the exhale. And stay here and inhale, stretch up the right side, exhale, soften down a little. And then the third warrior, on an inhale, take your arms back parallel, reach out through your right arm, bring your right forearm to your right thigh, and your left arm over your head, bent side angle. And then exhale here, then inhale one more time. Inhale up the left side, out through the fingertips. Exhale, maybe soften. Don't dump into the hand on the thigh. Just keep your spine moving out and up. And then inhale back up to warrior two. Exhale here. Another inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. See if you can flow. Inhale, palm up into reverse warrior. Just slowly exhale, soften. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, soften. And then inhale, reach your right arm out, right forearm to the thigh. Your left arm can be over, it can be behind your back. Plenty of room for doing it your way. So inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, soften. And then inhale, come back to warrior two. And this time we're going to do the dance with just one breath for each pose. So inhale here. Exhale, soften down. Your body knows what you're doing. Inhale, back to reverse warrior. Exhale, just release into it. And then inhale, reach out, left arm up behind your back, wherever you want it. Exhale, soften. Inhale, come back up. Parallel your feet, walk your feet together, and move around. So now when we do the other side, you're gonna know what we're doing, so it might be easier. So remember, flow, don't force anything, don't think overly about the shape or where your arm is or whatever. Have the right foundation and see if it can be a joyful movement. Okay, so feet apart. This time, right heel pivots back, left toes toward the short edge. And we'll do the same thing. We'll do, do we do 3 rounds of the 2 breaths? I think we did. And then one round is a one. Do you remember? All right, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, okay. That was too many?
One too many.
Oh, of the 2 breath? What?
My knee hurts.
Oh, well then don't do it. I mean,
Well, it just means it's not been.
don't do something that hurts. Do it with a straight leg.
It's good for your knees.
I don't know. Modify. Just don't have a painful thing. Okay, inhale, arms up. The shoulders are squared. Okay, then gaze over the middle finger of the left hand. So oh, I forgot the bent knee. Okay, so left knee bends over left ankle. Okay, got it? Spine coming right up the middle. I can see myself on the screen, so I know mine's straight up. Okay. Inhale, press down, lengthen out, lengthen up. Exhale, maybe soften a little bit down. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, soften. Inhale, turn your left palm up, right hand down, reverse warrior. lengthen, soften. Inhale, lengthen, press into your feet. Exhale, soften. Inhale, come up, reach out. Bring your left arm to your thigh or wherever feels good. Right hand somewhere on your back, up over your head. Improvise. Inhale, press down through your feet, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, soften. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, soften. One more time, inhale. Soften. Inhale, reverse warrior, dance it. 2 breaths. Inhale, reach out, bent side angle. 2 breaths. Inhale back to warrior two. And 1 breath. Inhale here. Exhale, maybe sink. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Stretch up the left side. Exhale, soften. Inhale, reach out, come into bent side angle. Open chest, soften. Inhale all the way up. Parallel your feet, walk your feet together. Where are you feeling that? I'm feeling it right down in my low back, so move it out. This is like the hula is good for me for this, but you do what's good for you. Okay, now we're gonna do a real dance. Now you're really gonna have to be playful here and go along. Remember the twist?
Of course.
Chubby checker? All right, we're gonna twist. Twist or move any way you want. If you don't remember the twist, just move it. Yeah, oh wow, oh wow. Terry really remembers the twist. She can move her feet. Oh, good for you. Didn't I used to do this? I can't do it, but it doesn't matter. Just keep moving. We're gonna move for a minute, a whole minute. Just any way you want. If you don't want to do the twist, you can do move foot to foot, whatever you want. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Vicky knows it too. Okay. Some of you are too young. I had terrible rhythm. I still probably do. I can remember my sister sitting on the couch with me, clapping to try to get me to get into rhythm. And I didn't. I love to dance, but I was not very good at it. But it's good for you. It's really good for you. All right, just a few more seconds. You're doing good. It's good exercise too. Okay, great. Very good. Thank you for doing that. That's good. That's good for you. Okay. Now we're going to come down. So, in front edge of your mat. And inhale your arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, bring your hands to the mat, step back into downward facing dog. Just take a little pedal here, shake your head, yes, no. Lengthen up through your tailbone up toward the side. Press your heels down. And then come to your knees. Take your feet out and come to a seat. And you might want to sit on a blanket. We're just going to do one thing here. This is another playful thing, animal thing. So I was with my grandkids over the weekend, taking care of them, and they have 3 cats in that family, and 1 dog. So watching those animals, I mean, so I meant to say this when we were doing the downward dog, but if you see a puppy and when they play, you know, they get down, then a down dog, and then, you know, like that, that's a playful position. I should have said that when I did that. But anyway, and the cats were just racing around the house and just having the best time. They were joyful to watch those things. Okay, so this is going to be any comfortable seat. Yeah, lion pose. So you got to channel your childhood, your inner child. So lion paws, like claws, and this is fierce. And so what you do here is inhale here, and then as you exhale, come forward, stick your tongue out. If you want, you can cross your eyes. I don't know if that's safe to do, or just open them big. So it's inhale here. And it's important that you make the noise. Okay, inhale up. One more time. Okay, and so just something about that. The vibration of your vocal cords when you do that is very, it stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system. It gets rid of, it helps get rid of tension, which a lot of times we have tension in our throat, you know, and that is a good remedy for that. It gets your vocal cords vibrating and stimulates good things. Okay, so now we're going to come on to our backs. For some just compensation here. So on your backs, bring your knees over your hips, hands on your knees, so like you're sitting in a chair on your back. And we're going to just circle the knees away from each other. So out to the sides and in. And you can figure out how you want to coordinate your breath with this. So I like to inhale as I'm pushing the knees away, and exhale as they're coming back together out to the edge, but you can do anything you want. So come back to a slow, deep, even breath, and just the flowing movement here. I think I like this one because my hips need some attention, so this is just a flowing, feel good movement. And then you can slow that down and move in the opposite direction. Okay, then bring that to stillness, and you can, if you want, if you have a block and want to set your hips up on the block under your pelvis, you can do that, or just put your legs up, flex your feet, bring your arms up and your hands, so either on a block or just on the mat, and then just rotate, bring some movement, all different kinds of movement into your ankles and your wrists and even your fingers, circling both directions. So just take some time here. Inversion is good too. You can flex and point. You can take your legs wide if you want. Bicycle your legs, so whatever, ouch. something in my thigh didn't like that. Any kind of movement here in your back. And then let's do a happy baby, because that's very indicative of not only the joy of being a baby, happy baby. Take your hold of your big toes or your ankles and have your knees come toward your armpits and just pull down. You can rock around. You can rock all the way over onto the side and back if you want to be a really rocky baby. Push up on one side, down on the other. So just think about that baby so happy. He can get his toes and just move around. The other name for this pose is dead bug. I don't like that as much as happy baby. Okay, then bring your feet back to the mat. And we're gonna do a supine twist. Always good to end with a twist. So you can do any one you want. You can do a windshield wipe with both knees to one side, and we'll hold that for a while, or you can have one leg straight and draw the other knee across that leg. So any type of twist that feels good today. So we're gonna hold it for about a minute. So once you get set up, your gaze can go straight up or opposite the knees or in the direction of the knees, whatever suits you. And then on the inhale, it's like you're blowing up your body like a balloon. Send the inhale everywhere, especially to the area where you feel the sensation. So create some space there in the joint. And then exhale, just relax, release. Find softening and release wherever you can. So release your face, your jaw, your neck. Release your shoulders down into the mat. And the exhale, consciously find a place to let go. Slow, deep, even breath. Turn the corners of your mouth up. Notice how that feels. Release on the exhale, just keep letting go. Okay, then come back to center. So however you've been, bend both knees and just kind of get realigned. Press into your heel, your feet, lift your hips up just a little bit and tap the back of your pelvis on the mat. Just tap, tap, tap.
and then push your feet away and just gently massage the back body there. And then take a twist on the other side. Doesn't have to be the same one, but can be. This side is different, so some other configuration might feel better. And the exhale, you can exhale through your mouth. That maybe gives you a greater sense of release. Or just say, ah. Stay in your body, keep feeling in your body. Okay, then come on back to center. Take any movement that your body's asking for, anything that feels good, good, good. And then when you're ready, set yourself up for Shavasana. If you raise your hand, I can bring you whatever you would like. I brought belly bags out today too, so if anybody wants one of those.
Once what? Oh, now. Good.
You want to blanket or anything? Okay, great.
Okay, great.
I like to have it down.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, so settle in. Feel the support, your whole body supported in whatever way you are. Safe. And just surrender right to the present moment. Nothing to do. Body breathes itself. Just let your mind, thoughts float on by, not attaching, but aware of all things, not attaching to anything. waken your body slowly. Taking your time to come onto your side. Just notice where you are at the end of practice. And scanning your body. Coming back to your breath. And then use your arms to bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. Closing your eyes if that's comfortable. And just root down through your sit bones, lift up through the crown of your head, so tall, straight spine. And I invite you to bring your hands, palms together, thumbs at your heart space. And bow to your efforts today, your willingness to give yourself an hour to tap into your inner joy that's always there, that can come with movement and intention. And off the mat, you can take what we practiced today in yoga and bring it to just small moments at home. So dancing, what is the saying? Dance as if no one is watching. Sing in the shower, all these things. Even just move any way you want, and that can bring joy. So I thank you for letting me lead you in practice and sharing your energy. The light and teacher in me bows to the very same light and teacher in each of you. Namaste.